Hello, my beautiful lion hearts, and welcome back to Cosmic Wisdom. I am so deeply grateful that your radiant soul has found its way here today to this sacred space where we dive into the magnificent mysteries of the universe and uncover the golden threads that connect the cosmos directly to your heart. If you are tuning in right now, I have a feeling it's because you sense it, don't you? That subtle yet unmistakable hum in the very air you breathe. A feeling deep within your bones, in the noble chambers of your lion heart, that something is about to change. Not just a small shift, my friends, but a profound, life-altering transformation. Something is ending. Not because it was a failure, oh no, never that. But because its season has passed, its purpose has been fulfilled, and its role in your magnificent story has reached its final, beautiful curtain call. So do me a favor right now, before we even begin. Take a deep, conscious breath with me. Breathe in courage, and as you exhale, release any fear of the unknown. Because what is coming for you is not a collapse, my dear Leo. It is a coronation. Are you ready to understand why, if your soul is whispering yes, then stay with me on this journey? Share this message with another magnificent lion. You know who needs to hear this, and if you haven't yet joined our Cosmic Wisdom family, please press that subscribe button now. I wouldn't want you to miss the incredible revelations the universe has in store just for you. Your true reign is about to begin. On July 13th, 2025, the heavens will be set ablaze with the light of a full moon in the sign of Capricorn. Now I know what you might be thinking. A full moon, we have them every month. But my dear radiant Leo, I need you to hear me when I say this is no ordinary lunar event drifting by on the calendar. This is a cosmic intervention, a divine appointment that has been meticulously planned for you. Imagine the universe itself, in all its infinite wisdom, pausing to look directly at you, to cup your face in its starlit hands, and to ask you a question that will echo through the very corridors of your soul as magnificent lion. How long will you continue to perform on a stage that has become too small for your spirit? How long will you wear a crown that feels too heavy because it was not forged from the truth of your own heart? This full moon creates a breathtaking polarity, a sacred tension between two powerful energies that live inside of you. Your ruler, the glorious sun, is illuminating the tender, nurturing sign of Cancer. This is your private heart, the vulnerable, soft core of the king or queen that longs for safety, for belonging, for a place to be cherished, not for what you do, but for who you are. And directly across the celestial stage, the moon shines its brilliant, clarifying light from Capricorn. Capricorn is the energy of the throne itself, the outer structure, the kingdom you have built, the responsibilities you carry, the reputation you uphold. It is the world's expectation of you as a leader, a creator, a pillar of strength. Do you feel that pull, that tug of war between the tender heart that needs to feel and the strong sovereign who must always appear composed? This is not a conflict to be won, my friends. It is a divine paradox to be integrated. This full moon is not here to break you. It is here to break open the illusion that you must sacrifice your inner truth to maintain your outer kingdom. But oh, the cosmos is not finished with its masterpiece. This is where the story becomes truly extraordinary. This potent sun-moon opposition doesn't stand alone. It forms what we call a T-square, a celestial crucible of transformation with two immense planetary forces, Saturn and Neptune, both journeying through the fiery, pioneering sign of Aries. Think of it like this: if your kingdom and your heart are in a deep dialogue, Saturn and Neptune in Aries are the challengers at the gate. They are not here as enemies. They are here as divine catalysts, forcing a confrontation with any part of your life where you have been ruling from a place of habit instead of authentic, heartfelt power. Saturn, the great teacher of reality, looks you in the eye and says, "Show me your true authority. Is your kingdom built on a foundation of soul truth or on the shifting sands of public opinion?" And right beside it, Neptune, the mystic dreamer, whispers, "Let go of the illusion of who you think you should be. Let go of the need for applause." What happens when your true unedited light is the only thing left shining? This pressure might be showing up in your career, where the role you play no longer ignites your creative fire. It might be in a relationship where the dynamic no longer honors the sovereign being you are becoming. It may even be in the quiet dialogue within your own mind, where you have been telling yourself a story of limitation. And just 3 days before this cosmic crescendo on July 15th, another bolt of lightning strikes the heavens. Uranus, the great awakener, the celestial revolutionary, enters the dynamic and communicative sign of Gemini. My dear Lions, this is the beginning of a brand new 7-year cycle of profound mental and creative revolution, specifically for you. Uranus does not knock politely. It kicks down the door of your mind and floods the room with light. In Gemini, this energy is electric, fast-paced, and brilliant. It's a complete overhaul of your inner software. Old beliefs you've held for years will suddenly feel archaic. Ideas for new creative projects, new ways of leading, new ways of expressing your magnificent truth will download into your consciousness with breathtaking speed. Conversations you never imagined having will suddenly pour from your lips with unshakable clarity. When you weave these 3 magnificent tapestries together, the full moon polarity, the T-square of confrontation, and the Uranian awakening, you have what can only be described as a perfect storm of divine intervention. It is a meticulously orchestrated celestial event designed to do one thing: to liberate you from any performance, any role, any outdated script, so that you can finally fully and irrevocably step into your true sovereignty. So if you have been feeling the pressure building, if you have been questioning every part of the life you've built, if your heart has been aching with a strange and holy discontent, please know this: you are not broken. You are not failing. You are being cracked open, my beautiful friend. You are in the midst of a sacred birthing process. This full moon is the doorway, and your soul, my love, is already standing on the threshold, ready to be reborn. Now let's talk about the sacred vessel that is your body and the language it has been speaking to you. For weeks, maybe even months, your body has been sending you messages from your soul, preparing you for this magnificent shift. Have you been listening? Perhaps you've noticed a strange tension, a unique pressure right in the center of your chest, around your heart. This is your heart chakra, your spiritual sun buzzing with new energy, preparing to expand, to radiate in a way it never has before. It might feel like a fluttering and ache, or even a profound warmth. This is the seed of your new kingdom being activated. Or maybe you felt a tightness in your throat, a feeling of unspoken words, a lump that isn't physical but deeply energetic. That, my dear Leo, is the roar you have been holding back. It's the truth. You've been swallowing the creative expression. You've been dimming the powerful no you've needed to say. The universe is asking you to clear that channel, to let your true voice ring out clear and strong. And what about the space between your shoulder blades? The place where you carry the weight of your crown, the burden of leadership, the responsibility for everyone else's happiness. If it has been aching, It is your soul's plea to you, to release the burdens that are not yours, to straighten your spine, not from a place of duty, but from a place of deep inner alignment with your own truth. These are not random pains, they are sacred signals. Your body is recalibrating, preparing you to carry the true, light-filled crown of your own sovereignty. Your sleep has likely become a portal to another realm. Perhaps you're waking at the same hour each night, or slipping into dreams so vivid they feel more real than your waking life. My friends, please do not dismiss this. The veil between worlds is thinning for you right now. Your subconscious mind, your higher self, is using the sacred space of dreams to communicate with you directly. It's showing you the stage sets that need to be dismantled, the characters from your past who represent roles you no longer need to play. You might wake with a sudden feeling, a crystal clear thought, a solution to a problem that has plagued you for months. That is not a coincidence. That is your inner wisdom, your divine guidance, breaking through the noise of the conscious mind. Emotionally, it can feel like a tempest. One moment you might feel a profound nostalgia for the past, for the old you. The next, a wild, almost primal urge to burn it all down and run free. You might find yourself crying at a beautiful song or feeling a surge of anger at a small injustice. My dear lion, this is not instability. This is the sound of your inner fortress being renovated. The old emotional walls built to protect a version of you that needed protecting are now crumbling to make way for a wide open, sun-drenched courtyard. Let the emotions flow. They are cleansing you. They are holy water, preparing the ground of your heart for new growth. And most importantly, your intuition, your inner knowing, is no longer a gentle whisper. It is a resounding bell in the center of your being. That gut feeling that a certain situation is no longer right for you. That inner nudge to reach out to someone or to finally start that creative project you've been dreaming of for years. That unshakable truth that rises from your belly and says, "This is not my path anymore." It is all coming to the surface, now impossible to ignore. Not to judge you, not to haunt you, but to finally, unequivocally set you free. You are being prepared to trust the part of you that has always known the way home, the sovereign ruler within. And now we must speak of the part that can feel the most daunting, the unraveling of the old stage. The Capricorn Full Moon does not just work on your inner world. It shines its bright, unflinching light on the external architecture of your life. The career you've built, the identity you present to the world, the relationships that define you, the very beliefs that have served as the foundation of your kingdom. Nothing is exempt from this sacred review. It may feel as though the very ground is shifting beneath your feet, but I want you to consider a different perspective, a more empowering truth. It is not the ground that is moving, my dear Leo. It is you who are finally levitating. You are outgrowing the very structures that once contained you. And from this higher perspective, you can finally see which parts of your kingdom are built from gold and which are merely gilded plaster. The career that once brought you status and applause might now feel like a beautifully decorated cage, preventing your true creative fire from roaring to life. The relationship that looks perfect from the outside might, behind closed doors, be dimming your magnificent light. The beliefs you inherited about success, about love, about your own worth, may now feel like heavy chains, contradicting the expansive truth your soul is beginning to embody. These are not just minor issues. These are the fault lines, and under the brilliant, honest light of this full moon, the cracks will begin to show. But please hear my heart. When I say this, these structures are not breaking down to punish you. They are breaking down because they were never designed to hold the sheer magnitude of the sovereign being you are becoming. They were built for a prince or princess. You are becoming a king or a queen. They were built for survival and approval. You are now being called to a life of authentic, radiant freedom. This is not a call for chaos, to throw everything away in a fit of rebellion. Oh no, that is not the way of the wise ruler. This is a call for radical crystalline honesty. It is a time to sit on your inner throne and survey your kingdom with loving, discerning eyes. Which parts of your life make your heart sing? Which parts feel deeply, truly aligned with your soul's purpose? And which parts have you simply outgrown? The discomfort you feel is not your enemy. The discomfort is the messenger. It is the royal decree delivered from your own soul, announcing that a change of reign is imminent. If you have been pretending, this moon will make the performance feel exhausting. If you have been staying for the sake of familiarity, that familiarity will begin to feel unbearable. This is your liberation arriving in disguise. Because when the false structures fall away, what is left is real. And real, my beautiful friend, is the only foundation upon which a true and lasting kingdom can be built. To guide us even deeper on this profound journey, I felt called to pull a card from the tarot to ask for a message specifically for our Leo community during this powerful time. And the card that presented itself with such grace and power is strength. Oh, my dear lions, look at this beautiful imagery. It is so often your card, a mirror to your soul. It depicts a serene figure, a queen gently and lovingly closing the mouth of a powerful lion. There is no force, no struggle, no domination. There is only a deep, intuitive connection, a perfect harmony between the wild, instinctual nature and the calm, conscious, higher self. This card is not about brute force or overpowering your challenges. It is the very essence of what this full moon is asking of you. It is about mastering your own inner power. It is about taking the raw, fiery, passionate energy of your Leo hearty, your creative fire, your desire to be seen, your powerful raw, and channeling it not with ego, but with grace, with compassion, and with unwavering courage. The lion represents your magnificent life force, your passions, your ego. The queen represents your higher self, your inner wisdom, your soul. The message here is that true strength, true sovereignty is not found in suppressing your lion, nor in letting it run wild and uncontrolled. It is found in befriending it, in integrating it, in learning to lead from a place of quiet confidence that does not need to roar to prove its power. This is the integration of Cancer, the gentle heart, and Capricorn, the strong structure. The Strength card is the embodiment of this balance. It is a promise that you have within you right now all the courage, patience, and compassion you need to navigate this transformation. You are not being asked to become less of a lion. You are being asked to become the most evolved, the most magnificent, the most soul-aligned version of the lion you were always born to be. You are learning to rule your inner kingdom with love, and from that place, your outer kingdom will transform in the most miraculous ways. And just when you think the intensity is over, the universe, in its infinite genius, provides the most sacred and necessary gift of all. 1 week after this lunar climax, on July 17th, Mercury, the planet of communication and thought, will station retrograde in your very own sign, Leo. Now please, let's release the collective groan that so often accompanies the words Mercury retrograde. This is not a cosmic punishment or a time of frustrating chaos. This is a divine pause, a sacred invitation to turn inward, arriving with perfect, uncanny timing. It is the universe giving you the one thing you will need most after such a profound release space. Space to reflect. Space to integrate. Space to sit quietly in your throne room and redesign the royal crest of your identity. Mercury retrograde in your own sign is an incredibly personal and potent gift. The full moon may have shown you the stage sets that needed to be dismantled. This retrograde gives you the precious time to ask, what do I want to build in its place? What is the story I truly want to tell? Who am I now that I am no longer performing for an old audience? This is your time to revisit your creative ideas, to journal your deepest truths, to have honest conversations first and foremost with yourself. It's a period of internal quality control before you announce your new reign to the world. You are not being held back. You are being refined. You are not stalling. You are aligning. Transformation that is deep and lasting is never instantaneous. It is a deliberate, conscious process. So please, my beautiful friend, do not try to rush this phase. Allow yourself to be in the sacred in-between. Float in the uncertainty for a little while, because it is in this quiet, reflective space between the kingdom that was and the kingdom that will be that you truly and irrevocably become the sovereign you were always meant to be. And then one morning, when the dust has finally settled and the brilliant moonlight has softened into a gentle glow, you will wake up, and something inside of you will be fundamentally, irreversibly different. The world around you might look the same. The walls of your room, the quiet rhythm of your own breath. But you, my beloved Leo, will no longer be the same person who went to sleep. A part of your old self, the part that needed validation, the part that feared being overlooked, the part that played roles to feel safe, will have quietly taken a final bow and exited the stage. And in its place, a wiser, calmer, more deeply rooted strength will have taken the throne. A confidence that doesn't need to be loud. A radiance that doesn't need a spotlight because it emanates from within. You won't need to announce the change. People will feel it in your presence. They will see it in the clarity of your boundaries, in the way you say a wholehearted yes to what lights up your soul, and a graceful, unapologetic no to what no longer does. This metamorphosis doesn't always end with fireworks. Sometimes it arrives as a profound and steady calm after the storm. A new kind of quiet in your mind. This full moon was never about a dramatic spectacle. It was about your soul's evolution. It came to dissolve the outdated versions of you so that the real one, the one you were before the world told you who to be, could finally emerge. Oh no, my beautiful friend, this is not an ending. It is the most sacred and profound of beginnings. A return to the self you may have forgotten somewhere along the way. The full moon in Capricorn did not just illuminate the night sky. It illuminated the sovereign truth within you. And now you are standing at the dawn of a new story. A story that is no longer about survival, but about sovereignty. A story that does not revolve around pleasing or performing, but around pure, radiant, authentic presence. This is your rebirth. Not loud, not rushed, but as inevitable and as glorious as the rising of your ruler, the sun. And this time, you need no one's permission to become. I would love to hear from you now, my beautiful Cosmic Wisdom family. What part of this message resonated most deeply in your lion heart? What is one old role, one outdated belief that you are ready to lovingly release to make way for your true sovereign self? Share your journey in the comments below. Your story is a beacon of light for others, and by connecting and supporting one another, we all rise together. Thank you for allowing me to be your guide on this incredible journey. It is a true honor. Until next time, may you walk in courage, lead with love, and shine your magnificent light without apology.